Hello everybody, I hope y'all all are doing good today. Today I'm going to go ahead and do another nail. I've decided to use my duct tape nails and they're in the clear. And again, I got these on Amazon. I kind of tape the box shut to kind of keep them from opening. It might take a few minutes, but I will get it open. But anyways, I hope y'all are doing well today. I'm just going to take the tape off and I'll put another piece on after I get finished. But anyways, this is what they look like. And for y'all that are wanting or interested in the duct tapes, you can get them on Amazon. I'm not really sure where else you can get them at, but I've definitely got mine off Amazon and they were super affordable. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with trimming the nail. And today we are going to be working with acrylic. I'm going to try not to ramble on like I usually do, so I might be quiet and in the video a little bit, and I might talk a little bit, but I've got no plan on how this nail is going to really turn out, so this will be a surprise for me and to y'all. I think I may have an idea, but we all know that ideas may not turn out how you expect them to, so anyways. But I hope all of y'all's weekend is going good. Have y'all seen the new Wednesday season? I'm kind of excited about that. I only like it because it's like a mystery. And I like mystery movies. I like when people solve stuff, like cases, and I like movies like that and documentaries. Oh. But yeah, I like how she solves cases, and I generally like that. And I've been waiting for a long time for the second season. I don't know how y'all are on that when it comes to movies and stuff that y'all like. Looks like a perfect fit. And again, I'm going to say that I am not a professional, but I do enjoy doing this for fun. I'm kind of hoping maybe in the future I can get my license to where I can be a professional. But a lot of this is me watching YouTube videos and I kind of self-taught myself how to do this, so it took me years, and I'm still not as good as I should be, but hopefully I can get this to stick. I really don't want to add another piece, or, well, I may have to put a little bit of glue on the nail and see how that does. And try wiping it off of this. Okay. See how this does. But yeah, I think I've made it on Wednesday season 2 to, I think, the third or fourth episode. And I'm not going to give anything away because for the people that hadn't seen it, I don't want to mess it up for them. But okay, I think this is stuck on there good now. I'm just going to get ready for the next steps. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with the Prep and Clean dehydrant. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my acid-free primer, anti-lifting binder, enhance adherence, non-acid for UV gels only, but I'm gonna go ahead and just use it for this video. I've actually used it for both and it works the same way. I haven't had any problems with it. It works for both, so if you end up getting this, then don't worry if you're working with acrylic or gel. Like I said, it works good for me for both, but it does say for UV gel only. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry a little bit longer. I'm just going to tape this back up again, and I'm gonna show you all the colors I'm really wanting to use, but y'all know how that goes when y'all watch my videos. It may be those colors, it may be those colors and another color. So that's the fun in that. It's just, you never know how the nail's gonna turn out. But anyways, I'm thinking that I got the colors I want to use. And I'm wanting to use this Mia Secret Carnival nail art powder, Carob, and this is what it looks like, and it is in the Carnival collection, so y'all can get that on Amazon as well. And the Mia Secret Lemon Fruity nail art powder, and it just looks like that. And then like a neon green. And then I got the green pearl. And this one is really, really pretty. And it's in the Mia Secret. And then I got the blue pearl. And also in the Mia Secret collection. Actually, the blue and the green pearl are they're in the same collection. And this is what this one looks like. Very, very pretty, guys. It's sparkly. It's got some shimmer to it. And then I'm wanting to use these gel in the black and in the baby blue, and I'm not sure which kind of green this is, but it looks just those colors. And that's what I'm gonna try to use, but like I said, I might change or decide to do something else. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start in. I don't think I'm going to trim it like I normally do. I think I'm just going to keep it as is, because if it was on my actual nails, I'd probably trim it because of my job. It might get in the way, but I have been known to not trim them, just do as is. But I'm super duper excited about this now. I'm actually excited about all of them. Like, you don't know how they're going to turn out. So, are y'all ready for school to start? I know a lot of schools has probably already started. Ours starts on the 18th, and I'm not gonna say or disclose the school because of privacy reasons. So that's why I'm not getting into a lot of detail about that. And I like to keep things private. I don't like to talk about personal information online, so I know a lot of y'all will understand about that. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in with, let me see what colors. I think I'm going to open them all up. That way they'll be ready. I don't know if I'll use a sparkly one or not. Let me shake this one up a little bit. Okay. I'll put that on the very end. Open this up. And if y'all hear that in the background, my dad's watching TV. I'm just going to go in and just kind of wet my brush. And this brush has seen better days, but it's a good practicing brush, and it's just a good brush for all of that. So, but anyway, I think I'm gonna go in for the neon lemon color, which I don't know why it's called lemon, because lemons are yellow, but that's what this color's called. It's just green to me, but there may be in some countries lemons that are green. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more color of the same color. And guys, this is the slow drying acrylic liquid. So it's gonna take a little bit for it to dry. I like to use this because my dad and my parents, actually my parents I should say, They don't like the strong smelling stuff. So trying to be respectful towards them. Okay. I think that's too dry, but I'm gonna go ahead and add them on there anyways. And what I like to do in a situation like this is I like to fade the colors in together, kind of like a marble. I don't know if y'all like to do this or not, but I've done this with pastels and it's just so pretty looking at the colors. I'm actually liking this green. And all I'm doing is just, you know, blending them in together. That is all I'm doing. Super simple, super easy. Okay, I want to go in with some blue at the bottom. And when y'all are using acrylic, all you're doing is a drag pattern motion. That's all it really is. You're just patting and dragging at the same time. You're not pulling. Don't pull it. I know a lot of people start and they start to pull. You're patting. Like you're patting lightly. The colors and stuff. And sometimes it is hard to see. How things are being applied. But for those that had a hard time like me, it took me a long time to understand how to apply and how to put the acrylic on the nail. Like my first nail was so chunky because I did not know what I was doing. I just took a big old glob of acrylic and was like, there it is. My first time. I'm not saying everybody else is like that, but and they were so chunky. They were like really bad chunky. It would have took a long time to file. And I think back then, that's when I did everything with a hand file and not electric drill. But for these videos, I choose to use a hand file. But there may be a time I might actually use my drill. I don't know, it may be when I have a better setup. It may not be now. But I will eventually drag my drill out and let y'all see. What that's all about. And I'm just gonna go in and just, you know what y'all pretty much know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of blending the colors together like an ombre effect. Look how gorgeous that is. Very pretty colors. Okay, now let me see. I may not use this other color. I'm gonna add a little bit here and there. You know, I don't think it could hurt. Just like randomly. Just add some here and some here. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of drag it a little bit down, kind of feather it. And I want to put a little bit at the bottom. I don't think the bottom is dried. Kind of thought blue and green might go good together. Now there's a reason why I'm going ahead and just adding the colors like I'm doing. Y'all will see what I'm talking about in a little bit after that dries really good. Okay. And when you use colored acrylics, you want to cap it. But before I cap it, I kind of want to put my design underneath the clear and then put the clear over it. That's how, excuse me guys, that's how I want to do it to make it look pretty. But y'all may have a different way that y'all would like to do it. Y'all may want to put the design over, but I'm going to put it underneath it. And I'll get back with y'all in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go in right now with the black. And I often like to use black as the base color, or not the base color, the outline color. And I just like to use it when I'm drawing or anything. Okay. And just if y'all accidentally use too much, it's alright. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this from dripping. That is really tough. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in. Ooh, I accidentally messed the bottom up. That's alright, it'll dry. But, okay, that's what I work with. Okay, and there's that. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to get, hold on. Okay. I'm going to get my tiny gel polish brush, or gel brush. And guys, if y'all are working with gel, y'all can just gently fix it. Oh. Try not to get off camera with any of this, because I know y'all want to see how I fix things when I do fix them. So I'm going to go back in with the black. And by the way, this is not cured yet. If it's cured, it's there permanently, but if it's not cured, then you can go in and fix it. How you want. I think I'm gonna put another another flat or another petal. I think that's very pretty. And I'm just gonna kinda I'm actually needing some more black. But I'm trying my best to kinda manipulate the colors to what I want or how I would like it. Okay. I'm just doing random little speckle dots. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for a few minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and add the blue. It's a really pretty color, blue. I don't think I've got to use this one just yet. But anyways, for this video, and if this was someone's nail, I wouldn't be turning it like this. Just so y'all know. So I'm just gonna go in with this. Really like this color, but also I got I'm gonna try to review some things with y'all, and hopefully that comes to fruition. It's a surprise what I'm going to be reviewing, so stay tuned for that as well. And also I got some things that will help speed the process up, so I'm not constantly having to get up and go cure that, and I can pretty much cure it at my desk. But anyways, I'm hoping that will go well. So those are some surprises coming up that I'm going to be doing. So I'll be right back after I cure this. Okay. Ouch. Now I'm going to do a little small flower, or try to do a small flower off to the side. I think I hurt my knee. So, oh, and that's Chase. He went over there to lay down. I think I'm gonna do it right here. Now, before I do anything any further, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this nail, this flower. Okay. Slide that back on there. Okay. Okay, and then and that would be my mom on the phone. If y'all hear that, I'm sorry. Okay. And I did the little leaves right there. I didn't do them too prominent because I wanted to make the flower be the most prominent thing in the nail. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna add some green down at the bottom since we added the blue. Kind of thought about going back over the flower again. Okay, and I'm holding it up just so I could see really good where to put the little green area at. Okay, there's that one. just kind of separate the two colors. I think that'd be alright. But I'm going to go ahead and cure that. I'm going to go back over the top, kind of get that blue to kind of stand out. A little bit more. Because like I said, practice makes perfect, guys. Especially if y'all are beginners at nail art. If y'all mess up a little bit, that's alright. Just try again. Okay, now I'm going to cap this nail. I really like the flower look. I'm so excited. I'm actually thinking about rhinestones in the center of the nail. And I'm actually loving this design. It looks so pretty. But like I said, if y'all are new and just beginning and y'all mess up, feel free to try again. Or if I inspire y'all to want to pick up a nail brush or fingernail polish, and then that's good too. Like I like to, I'm hoping I'm inspiring, not expiring, inspiring y'all to want to create and want to do. Even if y'all are working on a canvas and just painting a picture, like, you just never know what the possibilities are. And like for nails, I mean, there's so many things you can do. Even painting a canvas, a regular canvas, all a nail is to me is like a little canvas to do stuff on, like art. And then you can also like redo it and just put more artwork on it. I love art. I've always have. And like I said, it runs in the family. My mom is an artist. My uncle's an artist. My cousins are artists. So I just decided to, which I actually have done some canvases. If y'all go look at my Instagram, I have a few that I've done for people. One was, actually I think I got one canvas on there. I don't think I took a picture of the other one. But one was of a elephant. Somebody wanted an elephant for their home. So I did that for them. So if y'all go down in the description, y'all see my Instagram page, or not my Instagram page, but my Instagram. Y'all click on that, y'all will see and scroll down. It's a little ways down. Y'all see my elephant that I've made and my puppy that passed away. She was a sweetheart. I'll miss her. But yeah, that was back in 2013, so it's been a while. And like I said, I'm thinking about adding in a little bit rhinestones. But I'm gonna wait for this to dry and I'll be back with y'all in a few minutes. Okay, so I was told that, don't know how true this is, but I was told that the slow drying acrylics have a tacky layer, so I'm just gonna, just in case, kind of wipe that layer off so we can start with the filing process. And if y'all don't know what the tacky layer is, it's where the nail is a little sticky in places, or the whole nail. I didn't know that the slow drying acrylics had a tacky layer like the gel, but there's a tip if it's still kind of wet a few minutes later after you apply. That does help with the acrylic, or if you get in a big hurry. Okay, so now I'm gonna put that up. And I'm just gonna, not really roughly, but I'm gonna just gently just kind of go over the nail a little bit, kind of get the bumps. Just kind of ooh, I forgot to wipe that off. There's still some of that layer on there. But a little bit of alcohol helps. And like I said, I'm not gonna go over the nail really roughly, but I'm just gently buffing it out. Not really hard, because okay. Okay, there's that. And you just want to kind of reshape the nail. And all you're doing when you're doing this is just reshaping the nail back to what you desire, because sometimes when you put the product on, which is kind of, it still has a tacky layer just a little bit on there, but sometimes when you put the product on, the product, I'm not really sure how to say it, but sometimes the shape that you previously had, you need to kind of refine, if that makes sense. So, because sometimes the product kind of changes the shape a little bit at the bottom, and that's all right. But I think I'm going to go ahead and apply the, let me make sure I got everything like I want it, because I think I'm going to go ahead and put the rhinestones on. What you're doing is you're just gently buffing out the uneven spots. And I also, there's a hair, I have no idea where that's coming from. But anyways, our dog sheds a lot. I'm just gonna go in and just kind of get the dust off. Okay. And I'm gonna go in also with, up all over my hands. I'm going to go in with the IBD Intense Seal LED UV top coat, no cleanse. And guys, look at this nail pop. It looks gorgeous. Like, wow. Making sure I didn't pause it, because I've been known sometimes to accidentally start in doing the nail before I unpause. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way down. Trying to make the strokes as even as possible. And I'm gonna and what I'm doing is capping the nail. And now I'm gonna go in, before I cure this completely, I'm just gonna touch this just a little bit to kind of get some of the, okay. And I'm just gonna go in with some crystals or some rhinestones, and I'm just going to add them to the design. To kind of bring it out even more. And they do make the color pop just a little bit more. Oh, there's two. Oh, no, never mind. There's not two. Let me make it. Okay, and I'm just going to cure this for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Guys, look how gorgeous this nail turned out. If y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a good day, y'all.